Tommy Lasorda was a hoot. Absolutely. I contacted the Dodgers organization, told them what it was all about. They said, okay, here's his cell number. And so I called Tommy. He said, who's this? And I said, I'm Dick Heatherton. Yeah, what do you want? I said, writing a book, and we're doing a piece, and I very much like, all right, well, it's too noisy here. Call me back in 5 minutes. So I call him back in 5 minutes. So I go, hello? And I say, Tommy, this is Dick. Who? So we start going, and he just went on and on and on. And one of the things that many people may not understand about Lasorda is what you see is what you get.
Yep.
He's a real character. And I don't care if you're in Florida, if you're in New York, you're in Illinois, you're in Missouri, you're in California. Everybody loves Tommy Lasorda. In his own way, he is Mr. Baseball, even though I know that term belongs to somebody else. He just has a way of reaching out to people. And at one time, in his more than 59 years with the Dodgers, he was fired. And he told me that story. At the time, the Dodgers had a farm team up in Montreal.
Right.
Again, this is before
the Royals.
The Expos were there. And for some reason, the manager and the coach, the manager and the general manager did not like Tommy. And they contacted Los Angeles and said, hey, we got to get this guy out of here. And so, sure enough, Lasorda got a phone call from the headquarters, said, Tommy, hey, how you doing? I said, hey, doing great. They said, I think maybe it's time that you move on. He said, what? What are you talking about? Well, look, we're hearing, you're not saying good things about the organization, and we just feel you'd probably do better with another organization. And he was, what? I love the organization. He was totally disconsolate. He was totally depressed. He said, this was the job of a lifetime. I love being with the Dodgers. He waited a few days, and he called back to the Dodger organization in Los Angeles. He said, guys, I don't think you understand. I love this organization, and only about 4 or 5 days ago, I contacted Buzzy Bavasi, who at the time was, high up in the organization.
Right.
He said, I wrote him 2 weeks ago saying how much I love the Dodgers. And they said, please, check with him, and you'll see what I'm saying is really true. About a week passes by. Meanwhile, he is just in total misery. Doesn't know what he's going to do. He's married, he's got a kid, and what have you, and he's out of work. And sure enough, he finds out that the Dodgers organization find out, hey, they didn't like you for some reason, but what you said is true, so why don't you come on out to Los Angeles? And he became the third base coach. Later on, he became the manager of the L.A. Dodgers. And what he said, what he learned was that God delays, but he does not deny. And you've got to really believe, if you really believe in what you're doing is right, go for it. I mean, there's so many stories like that, and it's very timely, especially today, Doug, with so many people going through some tough times. I'm not there to preach. What I'm doing is I'm acting pretty much as a messenger, talking about what I learned from other people who have gone through tough times and have moved on to bigger and better things.
Out of the Fog into Focus is the name of the book, and Dick Heatherton has been our guest. Dick, before we let you go, I just want to tell the people here, maybe not with us before, I had a great opportunity to work with your dad. I know a lot of our listeners down here probably remember Ray Heatherton from up in New York, great television, radio, and Broadway personality, so I just want to tell the people again, it was a great chance to working on his radio show. I know you were on that a couple of times. That's where I met you.
I really appreciate it, and I hope your listeners get an opportunity to maybe go to dickheatherton.com, check it out. And, Doug, thanks so much for the time. I really do appreciate it.
Great, Dick. Always good to talk to you. Out of the Fog and into Focus. And, Dick, we'll talk to you again real soon. Thanks for being with us today.
My pleasure. Thank you, Doug.